Welcome back. It's 2:38. You're with Ben and Emily on Good Afternoon Britain. Now, no Christmas cheese board is complete without a wedge of Stilton, the so-called king of English cheese. Famed around the world for its distinctive blue moulding and salty flavour, the protected cheese takes centre stage during the festive season.
Sounds like we've turned into a cooking show, doesn't it? Our East Midlands reporter, Will Hollis, has this report for you.
The start of the Stilton story.
Hey girl, how's it going?
Amy is a fifth-generation dairy farmer.
These cows will normally spend 10 months of the year grazing grass outside. They'll make around 6,000 litres of milk each per year, and that all goes to be made into Stilton cheese.
Every single drop goes to the cheesemakers at Clawson, only a mile away here in Leicestershire. Once it's salted and settled, the cheese is pierced, letting oxygen react with the ingredients, spreading the iconic blue mould. Steve is the dairy's production manager.
We'll put the grading iron into the cheese here. We'll turn that round. We'll take a core sample. We're having a look on the iron for the blue veining from the centre all the way out to the crust. We're looking for the textures and also any aromas. What you see here, this cheese has been cut in half. There's a lovely blue marble effect from the centre all the way out to the edge of the product.
It's their busiest time of year, 60% of sales during the festive season.
Here at Clawson, they make 3,000 cheese every single day, and that's just to keep up with the festive demand.
Stilton is special, just like champagne. The protected designation of origin trademark means it can only be made in Leicestershire, Derbyshire or Nottinghamshire. But it's famed around the world, even amongst Britain's cheese-loving neighbours in France, where Anne-Claire is from.
We are very proud to say that we are exporting 20% of our cheese, which is fantastic. And in France, we love Stilton, so this is great.
Packed and prepared for supermarkets across the country. But Stilton's sales are being sliced by 9% across the industry. Inflation is just one reason why some Brits aren't buying.
Lovely tanginess coming through.
Bill is managing director at Clawson. He's encouraging Brits to think outside of the traditional cheese board to guarantee Stilton's future.
It needs support because we've got this fantastic product which should be iconic and we should be celebrating in the UK. By driving usage, we believe that what we can do is probably grow the market if we can get people buying it just one more time a year.
The king of English cheese looking to wear the crown all year round. Will Hollis, GB News in Clawson.
'Tis the season to eat Stilton.
I think I prefer some cheddar.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, joining us now is the director of Clawson Dairy, Bill Matheson, who's brought us some cheese, actually, which we may sample with you, Bill. Thank you for joining us. So, what are Brits' favourite type of cheese? Is it the Stilton, or is it the humble cheddar?
Well, cheddar would be the mainstay staple that people buy in the UK. But when they're going and they're buying then a speciality cheese, and particularly at Christmas, on a cheese board, and I've got my cheese board here as well, just for the fact, we've got the cheese board, and you can see it here.
That's a slap.
Stilton has to be. Yeah, well, you should have some as well. Please enjoy. Stilton is generally front and centre of the cheese board, and rightly so. I think it's got protected designation of origin like champagne and Parma ham. And I think it's right that we Brits are proud of it and we celebrate it as a national treasure.
Ben, have you got the champagne?
I've got plenty back home, nothing on me. Some port would be nice, Bill. Did you organise any port?
I'll do that next time. We'll send you some down next time, but hopefully at least enjoying the cheese this afternoon.
So
I think you got some...
Oh, sorry, tell us, this dairy, it's responsible for 60% of the market for Stilton.
Yeah, we're probably responsible for about 65% of all Stilton sales globally, and we feel very proud that we are the custodians, along with the other fantastic Stilton producers up here in Leicestershire, Nottinghamshire, and Derbyshire. And it's great that we're exporting about 20% of our sales elsewhere around the world, and we see that there's absolute opportunity for us to really expand our business in the years to come, and particularly in the export market, because when we take our cheese out there, people love it. So Stilton is a fantastic cheese. And we also have, alongside that, we have a fantastic Shropshire Blue, which for us 2 years ago at the International Cheese Award, it was voted the best cheese in the world. So it's a little bit like for us, winning an Oscar in the cheese industry is a little bit what it was like for us. So best of 4,500 cheeses from around the world that were entered, and it came out as Supreme Champion. And with Shropshire Blue, it tends to be a little bit milder as a cheese, quite creamy and a little bit tangy in texture.
Now, are we selling, just lastly, are we selling the blue cheeses to the likes of France? Because, of course, they've got their Roquefort. Roquefort's French, isn't it? And the other one.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Roquefort from France, you've got Dolce from Italy. And, yeah, we're selling it out there. We're selling it, actively exporting into those markets. Our biggest export market being the US for us, but also in Europe. The Europeans are loving our Stilton. So we see
they don't do cheese in America, do they? The Yanks just have no idea when it comes to cheese, do they? No,
well, it's a very different cheese they make out there. I think all around Wisconsin, there's massive cheese makers, but I don't think they make it as the speciality cheese that we make here in the same quality, and that's why I think we're so successful when we sell into the US market.
That's pretty good, and we're selling to the Europeans too, which is always good news. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for the cheese. It's very tasty.
Brilliant.
Really tasty. I'd definitely recommend. Bill Matheson, director of Long Clawson Dairy.
You didn't want to tell Bill your admission then before we went on air?
Which is?
Your secrets.
That I do like French stinky cheese. Yes, I do, yes.
You're meant to be a GB News patriot.
I know.
I'm shocked.
Oh, well, I'll panel it here. I'll panel it here if you can hear them. Of course.